from. If you're in Canada, in America, what city are you joining us from? I would really like to know that, so I can know who is in the room. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a great day today. I hope you're doing very well. I'm just trying to set up for Instagram and also for YouTube as well, because I'm online on YouTube and Instagram. You guys really need to encourage me. This is day 4 of me showing up every single day at 7 o'clock for you guys. I am so excited because I'm proud too of myself, because this is a very, very big task for me. Honestly, I can't even believe that I'm here. I'm not even playing, because like the motivation, I was so tired, and I was gonna go to bed after work today, but I was just like, if I go to bed, I would not be able to show up for you guys at 7, and we need to get this money, right? So if you're joining in, just let me know what city you are. I'm in Toronto, I'm in Detroit, I'm in Florida, I am in America, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Lagos. I would like to know where you're joining from, so I know who is here. And I can, Brampton, love it. Brampton in the city of flowers. I think it's called the city of flowers, I guess. Who else is here? Washington, D.C. Nice. Do you know we have a community for women in the States? If you wanted to join, just send a DM and we would connect you with somebody in the United States who is also looking for like a community of women in business and professionals. High official royal tax, right? Yeah. So Washington, Brampton, Toronto, I can see Florida. So if I'm looking this way, I'm looking this way because I'm live on YouTube and I'm also having to look at my laptop. So don't worry, I'm just I'm coordinating quite a number of screens right now. But how was your day today? I hope you had a good day. We want to talk about grants and funding opportunities that are available for you in the US, in Canada, like we do every day. We will talk about one opportunity that is available in the US, and then we'll talk about one opportunity that is available in Canada. For those that don't know me, my name is Abimbola and I am based out here in Toronto. The community creator, or I started this community for women in business and professionals just for reason I didn't have like enough support when I moved here, and I felt like I was always looking for like resources. I didn't know where to get resources, and you know, since we started, a lot of people have kind of like joined in, and a lot of people have kind of found support for their business. We provided funding to women in business. We have also helped quite a number of people with different things. We host workshops. We have a podcast. Hello Asante, how are you? We have a podcast for women in business as well and professionals called Legacy Conversations, also known as Leading Lady Talks. So yeah, there are so many things and there are so many ways that we work with women, and I invite you to, of course, join us as well. So hi, I was asking everyone to please let me know what city they are joining from so that we know who is in the room. I want to know if the girls in the US or the girls in Toronto are the ones on the call, because that also helps to tailor or spend. So if we have more people from Canada, for example, I would definitely spend more time on the Canada grants versus like talking about US grants when there's nobody from the US, for example, in the live. So let me know where you're joining from, and that would really help me, okay? All right, so we get into it. Once it's 7, we're gonna start. Usually the chats about the grants and the funding opportunities are like 15 to 25 minutes, because I'm mindful of people's time, and I also need to rest. Like, I have been working since 8, but again, I am here to help as many people as possible to get like funded and, you know, connect you with funding opportunities that are available for you as well. So let's get into it. Hi, Chidima. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock by my alarm. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Toyi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Royal Tax. Hi, Auntie Soke. Oh wow, it's nice to see everyone joining in. Okay, so let's get into it. Usually I will start with the US grants. The US grant that is due for submission would be the breakthrough grants for 5K. That grant is due by the 18th of January, which is like I think 12 days from today. And a lot of people have actually reached out about the application. We've helped about 2 people to make the applications today. If you need help with applying for grants or any of the grants that I'm going to be talking about as well, please send a message and I'm sure somebody will be available to help you, hopefully, because we have very few grant writers and usually they are occupied with like making applications for some of the applications that we've received previously. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the one for the $5,000 in the US, which is the breakthrough grant. That grant is open to people that are, and it's hosted, first of all, it's hosted by Her Agenda. So if you're just joining in, please let me know what city you are located. Brampton, Florida, Dallas, United States, anywhere you are, Kenya. I just want to have an idea of who is on the live so that I'm able to, tailor the conversations to suit you. Okay, so I was talking about the US grant, which is the 5,000 USD that is available through the Her Breakthrough Grant. That grant, the eligibility criteria would include things like being a certified or a registered US business. You have been in business for at least 1 year. And I'm trying to pull up the page. But where you can apply for it is on Her Agenda website, which is heragenda.com. So HERAGENDA.com. If you go on that website, you'll be able to find the live and the grant or the application or somewhere. Okay, hi from New York. Premier Designs. I hope you had a great day. Thank you so much for joining in. May I also ask you, if you have friends that are in business in Canada or in the US, you can invite them or send this live to them because it would really be helpful to them to join. I'm happy to answer questions as well that would, help you with your application. And yeah. So I also have this skip grant as well, but I think I'm just gonna pull up this Her Agenda one first. So I'll do that first and then we can go to any other grants that is available. Is that good? If you're here, please let me know so I know that you're there. Okay, so Her Agenda is like a community based in the US that they actually support women in business and professionals as well. They bridge the gap between ambition and achievement. So the Her Agenda grant, it's open now and you need to pay a $25 application fee, $25 USD to access the it's like an application fee or just to access the portal. I would say it that way because they also have some criteria on their website or on the grant application. If, for example, you're a member of their community, you are eligible to 50% off the application fee for the Her grant. And if you are not a member, then you would have to pay the full price of $25. Well, I think paying $25 to access or getting into the pool of being winning at least $5,000 isn't bad at all. I mean, $25 is like what? Maybe like a trip to McDonald's or Popeyes or something, right? So we'll go over the eligibility, and if you have questions, please ask me. I'll be looking on the chat box. I'll also be checking on YouTube if you have any questions for that. So it's for the girls in the US. So my girls in DC, my girls in New York. I also saw someone from Florida. The eligibility, you have to be 18 years old. You also have to have an eligible business that has been in operations for at least 1 year in the US. And you also have to have like a defined client base. So you have your customers, you are able to articulate those that actually need your service or have used your service or will be using your service, right? I know that the deadline is January 18th. So from today, that's like another 11 days from now. You need to put in a solid application. If you need help with that, send us a DM. Hi from Maryland. Send us a DM. I'll be happy to assist you. So optional materials would include sending in like a 1-minute video or a pitch 1-pager. It's encouraged, but it's not required. So if you're able to make a cute video of yourself, like just talking about your business under 1 minute, and you can put that with your application, I think it helps to improve your chances, you know, with the application. I mean, presenting yourself that way is also good, right? So you can do that as well. And then for the use of the funds, the $5,000 needs to show that you're using it for things like professional developments, you know, acquiring equipment, skill development, improvements of your service, and so on. Marketing, product development, your legal costs, skill building. They are not requiring that you put in receipts for anything, but they might request a post-award update. So what does that mean? It means that after you take the $5,000 in January, you are also bound by the terms of the grants, which is her agenda could come back to ask you maybe like in March, like, okay, 3 months ago, you got awarded this amount of money. What have you done with it? What's the updates with the grants? So you can also do, keep your receipts. I mean, keeping receipts is always good, even for tax purposes, right? So the applications would be looked through by a panel of judges, and the disbursement would be done 30 days from completing the required verification documents, such as your W-9 form. For those that are in the US, I'm sure you know what that is. Okay. Then some people have asked me, let me look in the chat. Does anybody have any questions about this before we move to the next part? I'll be happy to answer you. Hopefully I have an answer to your question, but yeah. So, who is eligible to apply? If you are in the US, you are above 18 years old, you are subscribed to the Her Agenda newsletter, you have a business that is operational for a year, and you also can clearly articulate that the $5,000 would be used to support your business growth. So, for example, you need to put in a strong statement or statement of purpose to show that the $5,000 would be used towards like your advancement, your business growth, and things like that. You also have to pay the entry fee for $25. And once you pay that, hi Joker, you are able to get in. So what businesses are eligible to apply for the $5,000 breakthrough grants in the US, right? You have to be actively in business for at least 1 year. You also have to prove that the business is able to use the $5,000 for the purposes for which you are asking for it. Okay? And are you eligible to apply if you don't have any form of revenue? Yes. It doesn't matter if you've made $0, if you are on $10,000, $200,000. They just need to show. Thank you so much for your nice comments. Thank you for appreciating the work. You just need to be able to show that you have been able to make this amount of money, right? Yeah. And then the winner for that grant will be announced in March of 2026. So from now up until March, in 2 months' time, the grant winner will be announced. So I'm going to take questions on her grant. So that's it for the US grant we're talking about today. I would move now to the Canada grant that we are going to be talking about today. If you have any friends or anyone you know that has a business in the US or in Canada, you can send this live to them and ask them to join us. I don't know if I'm going to save the live. I feel like I need to sleep. My eyes are really, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move to the Canada grant now. Hi, Tosin, Sugarland Cocktail in the house. So I'm talking about the Zen Small Business Grant. The Zensurance Small Business Grant. You are able to win up to $25,000 in grant for small businesses, right? So the application window was open December 1st and it will run up to December 26th. But this Zensurance grant, I need to explain it to you properly because it's not like a regular grant where you just submit an application and call it a day. That's because, first of all, it's open to all Canadian entrepreneurs. So you can apply regardless of where you are in Canada. If you're a startup, a small business with a compelling story about your business, excluding Quebec though. I don't know why, but Quebec is exempted from this one. You are not able to apply for the Zensurance grants. If you are not in Quebec, if you're in any other part of Canada, then you can make your application. The link to that is also on our website. Our website is www.leadingladiesconnect.com. If you go under grants and funding opportunities, all these grants and other grants are there as well. So you can find those information on there. So, another place that you can find the Zen Insurance would be to go on their website. Their website is www.zensurance.com. Can somebody write that? It's spelled ZENSURANCE.com. So you can go there, zensurance.com, and you can find the information for the grants there. You can go on zensurance.com/small business grant. So the way this grant is going to work is everybody submits an application. Is open up until from now till January 11th. That's in 4 days time. The application would close. Once you do that, there will be like a short list of 6 businesses. So let's say they get 10,000 applications or 1,000 applications or 300 applications, right? They would shortlist it to just 6 businesses. Those 6 businesses will now be up for public vote between January 19th to January 25th. So you have to get active on social media. You need to tag Zensurance, and you also need to encourage your customers and your friends, your family, and everybody that has a cell phone to vote for you in this grant application. So once that is done, on the 27th of January, the winner for the $25,000 would be announced. So I think it's really worth it, and I think it's really good because the more your votes, the more your chances of winning. I think it also helps to drive the promotions on social media, asking your friends and family to help you increase your chances of winning by voting every single day. Okay? And quite a number of businesses in Canada, from Saskatchewan to Newfoundland to Ontario to Toronto, they've all benefited from this grant. So I'm going to take a few questions before I move to any other thing. Is there any business owner in Canada that has a question about the Zensurance grant? Please write it in the chat. I'm going to check on YouTube as well because I'm live on YouTube as well. And then here on the Instagram live chat as well. So I'm just going to recap the dates while I check the questions. December 1st, submission is open. January 11th, the submissions close officially, right? Between January 11th and January 19th, the shortlisted accounts that were announced would be open for voting in the public. And then between January 19th to January 25th, the public is able to vote for their winner. And I believe when voting ends on the 25th, then people can actually wait, and in 2 days on the 27th, the winner for the $25,000 will be announced. All right. So the 2 links that we spoke about today, I see a question here. Is this open to non-for-profits? I believe that it is open to just businesses that are for profits, because it says here it's open to all Canadian entrepreneurs, startup and small businesses. Non-for-profits are not listed there. So you might need to also maybe do a bit of research on their websites, or just generally online, like Zensurance grants. Is it open for non-for-profits in Canada? You might be able to find something. I could also check, and if I find anything, I would update you guys. Okay? So it's 7:15. 15 minutes quick chat for the grants and the funding opportunities that are available. I'm gonna take one last question. If anybody has a question, let me scroll through here to see if I can find any other questions. Is there a registration fee for the Zensurance? No, there is none. You can apply online. It's free. You can do it by yourself. But if you need help with submitting applications or any of these applications, please reach out to us, send a DM, or you can also go on our website, www.leadingladiesconnect.com, and go under grants and funding opportunities. There are so many other grants and funding opportunities listed there for small businesses in the US and in Canada as well. If you need help with anything else, please feel free to DM us. If you don't have any other questions, I guess I'm going to be calling it a night. It's been a long day for me as well. Thank you so much for joining in. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. You guys, I said I'll be coming up every day at 7 o'clock, and I've done it now for 4 days. So let's go. I wish you guys all the best with your applications. Please put in your application right now. Don't wait, so that you don't miss the timeline or the deadline for the applications. Thank you so much, Needs Someko. Thank you guys for the nice comments. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.